Brave black 7-Eleven employee faces racial harassment alone from white man until a courageous bystander intervenes. Shylan Sanders was on duty at a 7-Eleven when she once again came face to face with a man she knew all too well, an elderly white customer who had harassed her before and, according to Sanders, even threatened her life in the past. On this particular night, he demanded a carton of cigarettes despite being officially banned from the store. The confrontation escalated quickly. Sanders, clearly unsettled, stood her ground, refusing to serve him while simultaneously calling the police. In her now viral TikTok video recounting the ordeal, she explained that she had to stay on the phone with officers for much of the incident, which limited her ability to record the harassment. By the time law enforcement arrived, the situation had already run its course. To Sanders' shock and dismay, officers allowed the man to walk away without consequence, despite her repeated reports of prior threats. The lack of accountability left her feeling both vulnerable and unprotected. Adding insult to injury, Sanders revealed that her assistant manager later dismissed her concerns. Instead of supporting her, they hinted at possible repercussions for how she handled the situation. Soon after, her hours at the store were reduced, a move Sanders believes was retaliatory. "The police don't protect me, and my job isn't protecting me either," she said, describing her frustration at being left to navigate both workplace hostility and law enforcement neglect. Thankfully, Sanders wasn't completely alone. A black male customer who witnessed the encounter stepped in, offering words of support and standing near her as the situation unfolded. His presence was a reminder that while institutions failed her, solidarity from her community did not. Civil rights advocates have since pointed to Sanders' story as an example of the systemic failures faced by black workers in customer service roles. They argue that the combination of racial harassment, weak law enforcement response, and unsupportive management reflects broader patterns of injustice. Sanders' viral post has drawn sympathy and outrage online, sparking debates about workplace protections, racial bias in policing, and the courage it takes for black women in frontline jobs to stand up for themselves under threat. For Sanders, sharing her story was more than just venting frustration. It was an act of reclaiming her voice in the face of silence from those who should have stood beside her.